You keep me up when I am down, girl. Whoa, hey, there you are. Welcome to the man cave at Wistful Vistas here in beautiful suburban San Diego, California. Today I've got a mystery subject. It's something almost every motorcycle has, but we pay very little attention to it. I'll give you 1, 2, 3 seconds to think about it. Oh, the humble kickstand. All this kickstand does is keeps your very expensive motorcycle from falling over in any one spot. And yet, we don't give it any respect. We don't think about the job that it has to do. Now, one of the things that all kickstands have in common is a little footplate down here. And that footplate is limited in size, of course, just because it has to fit underneath the machine when you kick it up. Hence the name kickstand, by the way. See how genius we are? The problem is, sometimes when you put this on a slippery floor, like my garage here, which is an epoxy floor, or we put it in soft turf or hot asphalt, this can sink into the ground and your expensive motorcycle falls down. What can we do? What can we possibly do? Stick with me, I've got a thought. Okay, we are back from under the nether regions of my beautiful 2021 Aprilia Tuono, talking about the shortcomings of the kickstand and issues you might have. And we're back with the Fenrir Kickstand Pad. It says it right on here. Let's open it up and see what's inside there. Ooh, magic, it just comes out. Not really opening up, it's just taking this stuff off the front of it. And here is the kickstand pad itself. Now, one thing I notice about Fenrir is that their machining, they really take pride in their machining work. This is a nice piece of CNC machining, comes down from a block. It's pretty wide diameter, so that's going to keep your bike from sinking into hot asphalt or soft turf. There's also a rubber pad on the bottom that's ridged, so it'll keep it from sliding across an epoxy floor like I've got here. There's a couple of grooves. I don't know if you call those grooves. I'll call them ridges. They're not grooves. A couple of ridges there that would keep your kickstand from pushing through and falling out, including that there are ridges on the pad itself that probably would help hold your kickstand in place. So, hey, let's try it on the bike and see how it works on an epoxy floor. What do you say? Okay, you still with me? Here's the Fenrir kickstand pad, and I've got it on the epoxy floor, and I tell you what, this is really hard to make move on the epoxy floor by itself, so it's going to be plenty stable in this environment anyway. Let's tilt up the machine. How hard is it to install? Well, actually, I'm going to put it there. And that's how that's how hard it is to install. And believe me, that thing is rock steady. So it's going to work great on this epoxy floor, which otherwise is quite slippery. This is going to keep me from moving around and perhaps knocking the bike over in the garage. Got to work out there in the open areas as well with that kind of a footprint. All right, let's wrap up our thoughts about it. Boom! Here we are back with a Fenrir kickstand pad. What are my closing thoughts? One is that it's well machined, well constructed, very solid piece of kit. The rubber backing will peel off, and then you can use it out on turf or asphalt and not do any damage to the rubber that holds it in place. The other comment I would make about it is that this would take everything from a Harley Davidson to a Honda Grom. There is no problem with this holding its own. The one thing I might say, it is a bit weighty. I'll get the weight and post it maybe over there or maybe there. So it is a bit weighty. I'm not sure that you would want to put this into a pocket anywhere. Might be more suited for a saddlebag or a backpack. A little bit on the weighty side. Other than that, I can't think of a single con as to why you wouldn't buy one of these for every motorcycle you have. I am certainly going to use it on my kickstand here in the man cave, after I put this rubber pad back on. And I encourage you to seriously consider this as a little motorcycle accessory, which is quite reasonably priced and looks good for your own man cave. Hey, ride safe out there. Thanks, Fenrir.